Hello, my name is Loretta Love Huff, and I am the Dream Leader for Business. I help people and teams exceed their dreams, and one of the ways is in the area of business development. So this article is called 5 Ways That You Can Blaze a Trail of Traffic to Your Website. I recently surveyed a number of business owners and found that one of their #1 struggles is identifying prospects out in the marketplace who are interested in and willing to buy what it is that they have to offer, whether it's a product or a service. Now, you can spend a lot of time and effort trying to find those people, but if they find you, that makes it a lot easier for you to convert them from a prospect into a customer. So the first way that you can do that is kind of what you're doing here today. So be on YouTube. But be on YouTube not as a viewer, but as a publisher. So create a channel that allows you to create and upload videos that demonstrate your expertise in a particular area. And people will then find you, and you can then drive them back to your website to get more information and get to know you better so that you can build a relationship with them and ultimately offer them something for sale. The second one is similarly publishing articles. There are a ton of article directories online where people go looking for information either to put in their online newsletters or to just find information and do research. So if you can create articles similar to the kind of content you would put in a video like this, you can put yourself out on those directories. People will find you. And in your article, you don't want to sell a lot. You actually want to provide information to them. But at the end of it, you can put a resource box that has 2 or 3 sentences about you, and that they should go to your website to get some other additional information that they would find valuable. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is optimizing your own website. Now, contrary to popular belief, you don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to do this. And you can very easily, and there are tons of companies out there that will help you do that. You can, however, do some very simple things yourself or with the help of a technical person who knows just a little bit more than you do. So one of the things is making sure that you've got the keywords that people would use to find you embedded in your website. On your website in content would also be really helpful, but also kind of behind the curtain in particular areas that your technical people will know how to find. But you need to come up with a list of those things that if you were a stranger and you didn't know that your company existed, what words would you put in a Google search or any kind of internet search to find your company? And the more words you can come up with as a phrase, the better. Because if you're really specific and you've got, a 3 or 4 word phrase versus a 1-word phrase, those people will be that much more interested and ready to buy something from you. Number 4 is make sure you're updating your website frequently. So some people consider it a big accomplishment just to get their website done. And that's good. You actually have to have a website in this day and age. But you can't just have the website. You need to be updating it regularly, either putting in new articles, photographs, success stories from your customers. But you want to update it regularly. And the reason this is important is because, 1, it keeps your website fresh. And 2, there are robots that crawl around the internet looking for fresh content, and if your site isn't changing on a regular basis, they won't visit you as often, and so therefore you'll come up a little bit lower on the search results. And it's really important, if you're going to come up in the search results, that you come up on the first page in the first 4 or 5. And if you actually did a Google search on Phoenix Business Coach or Phoenix Life Coach, I would be in the top 1, 2, or 3. So what I'm doing is actually working. Tip number 5 is to install Google Analytics in your website. Again, not very hard. You can go to Google Analytics, Google that, and you'll find it. And it's very simple to get that loaded up into your website. Very, very simple. You don't even really need a technical person to do that necessarily. But what that will tell you is where your traffic is coming from. It'll help you correct mistakes. It'll help you find things that you didn't know people were searching for. And so with that information, you can continue to refine your traffic strategy so that more and more people find you. So I hope that you find that helpful. If you did, visit my blog, LorettaLoveHuffBlog.com. There's a link for it right at the side of the video here. And you'll find more articles that will help you exceed your dreams.